Ah, Berengaba.
Hijerdube.
Corbif Dabiwu.
Hello and welcome back, or welcome for the first time if you're new here. This is Plumbob Diaries, where every sim has a story. My name is Tammy, and today we're diving in to chapter 4 of my family fortune scenario, and this one follows Eddie. It's a heavy episode, but also a pivotal one. If this is your first time watching, you've actually picked a strong place to start. Although I would recommend going back to the beginning. I've got a full playlist for the series where you'll find all of the episodes so far. Just a quick update, if you've been with me since episode 1, you might already notice a bit of a glow up. I've finally upgraded to a proper gaming PC, and from here on out, everything should feel a lot more cinematic. It's honestly made such a big difference, and I'm really excited to keep pushing the quality. Also, we are so close to 1,000 subscribers, and I just wanted to say a big thank you to everyone who's been here watching, liking, commenting, and helping this little channel grow. If you're enjoying the story so far, it really does help to leave a like or drop a comment. I read every single one, and I genuinely love hearing your thoughts and feedback. So with that being said, let's catch you up on Eddie. Eddie is one of 3 adult grandchildren in the Landry family. A family with deep generational wealth. Nissa, their grandmother, built that wealth alongside her late husband through a very elite legal firm. After retiring, she sold the firm and now controls a substantial fortune. But she's recently decided to cut the grandchildren off, at least for now, with conditions. If they want access to their inheritance, they'll need to prove they can hold down a job, form meaningful relationships, and stop fighting with each other. On the surface, Eddie is doing the right things. He was the first to get a job, thanks to one of Nissa's contacts. But what no one realises, especially Nissa, is just how bad his gambling problem has become. His sisters know he likes to bet, but they don't know that he's gambled away everything. He's completely broke. despite the family's wealth. And in desperation, he's borrowed money from a loan shark, thinking he could win big and quietly pay it all back. But he couldn't, and now he is in trouble. Worse, the allowance he used to rely on from Nissa is gone. The people who he owes money to are closing in, and he has no one to turn to. Now, in the last episode, I did show you Lila's redecorated room, and in this episode, I will be showing you Ava and Eddie's redecorated rooms. So this is Eddie's room now. And this is Ava's room. Additionally, Nissa has allowed them to use a disused room as an informal sitting room for them so that they're not under her feet. This is a room where they can kind of hang out, watch TV, do their work, and they're just kind of out of the way. So now back to Eddie. We'll start today's episode right after he's been attacked. He's injured, humiliated, and there's no way that he can walk into the office like this. We'll start with him calling in sick and trying to work from home, and he's going to figure out what to do next. So grab a drink, a snack, and let's dive in. Okay guys, so Eddie has just got out of the shower and he is feeling quite dazed after his fight. His needs are awful and he's just had a hell of a night, hasn't he? I think we're going to try and get him to sleep. I think he needs to go to bed. Lila has come downstairs. She also needs to go to bed. She's been out all night. I was going to get her to make Eddie a coffee, but I think he just needs to go to bed. So Lila is just going to get herself, let's see if we've got any leftovers that she can have. A veggie burger, full fry up. Actually, she could probably reheat a full fry up. That would probably be the go-to for a night out. She is just going to eat something and get to bed herself because she's been out all night. I imagine she's feeling quite shaken up after finding her brother, just beaten up and damaged in the driveway there. Okay, so Lila's finished her breakfast, so we're going to get her to clean that up. And then I think she can tend to her needs quickly. We'll get her to use the toilet, have a shower because she is coming in for a night out. Brush her teeth, and then she can get to bed. Oh, it looks like Ava's up, so Ava is just getting sorted for the morning, and so is Nissa. Now poor Eddie, he's just going to get some sleep, but he does actually have work today, so we're going to have to get him to wake up for a minute because he's going to have to call into work and try and use a vacation day. There's no way he could turn up to work looking the way he does, and his face is all bruised, and he's looking confident, but he is not looking great right now. So he needs to take a vacation day and go back to bed. There we go. So we're going to get him back to bed because he needs to rest, and his needs are just very bad. So we're going to let him sleep for a couple more hours and see how he gets on. Ava is up. Lila is asleep because she's been out all night. Ava is I think she's probably just mixed her protein shake. Yeah, there we go. So she likes to drink a protein shake in the morning. It's quite hot today, so this is Ava's outfit. She's just wearing some nice shorts and a shirt there. We are going to get her as soon as she's kind of the only one up. It looks like Nissa's still in the bath. So Ava is going to work upstairs. So as I say in the intro, there's a new room here. And this is like an informal sitting room and just somewhere to hang out and for them to watch TV and work on some stuff. And Ava has purchased a stream deck here so that she can record her content really for her stylist career that she's kind of going after here. So I think she's going to study the trends. She's going to record some videos here for her content because she is going after the stylist career. She's decided to go for it full time. It's something that she did as a hobby. It's something that's kind of inherited from her mother, and as we know in episode 2, I believe, she got offered a stylist editorial shoot for Smoke, and she's going to be in that in the next feature. So we'll see that in the next episode, in episode 5. But for this one, she's kind of just prepping it. She's gaining more followers, and she's just kind of really knuckling down into the profession here. But where is she? She's still down here drinking. Oh, there's Nessa. Oh, the mail's just come as well. Great. So Nissa, what are you doing? You're just washing up some dishes. She's made some yogurt parfait, so we're going to grab a serving there. Nissa likes quite a light breakfast. I'm going to pop that in the fridge. Ava, are you okay, hon? Is she just looking out the window? She's taking her time drinking that. He's still sleeping. Oops, that's Nissa. And obviously Ava and Nissa have no idea what's happened because Lila and Eddie went to bed before anyone got up. I feel like Lila wouldn't be able to sleep knowing what's happened. So I feel like Lila would actually come and make a breakfast for Eddie. She knows that he's needed to sleep, but now I feel like she's going to make him a comfort breakfast. Let's make him... What's a nice comfort breakfast? Let's make him some breakfast pancakes. Nissa's gone to get the mail, and then maybe she's going to grab a drink. And I feel like this is maybe a time where Lila's going to say, Nissa, I found Eddie. He's been beaten up. He's upstairs asleep. I think maybe you need to talk to him today, and just confide in her, perhaps. So let's get Nissa to sit down there. Let's get her to grab a drink and sit here, and they can have a little talk. Ava, what are you doing? You are doing your thing. The following are now trending: beauty reviews, fitness, vegetarian, and a focused vlog. She's updating her social media account. Let's get her to record a video, and we'll do some fashion tips. I think that's the obvious one there. So I feel like Lila is going to talk about Eddie, and she's going to be like, do you think Eddie's okay? Oh, they became good friends. Oh, that's fair. Okay, so actually this might be a good time to quickly go over their relationship. So where are we? Lila has got actually a really good relationship with Nissa now. I feel like they just get on. She's actually had some sound advice pop up in a buff, and I feel like they've just really repaired their relationship. Eddie is now neutral after this morning. That red bar just depleted to nothing. She's obviously really worried about him, and she's thinking, okay, I need to be there for my brother. So their relationship has really taken a turn after what happened today. And then she's obviously still a little bit in the red from Ava. Eddie is the same. He's got a building relationship with Nissa, neutral from Lila, I think for the same reason. I think they just realised that they're family and they need each other, and they've got to repair this relationship. And still a little bit with Ava. Ava does have a mean streak, and I won't lie, she has been mean on and off screen to all of the family members. So you can see that she's still got a little bit of red with everyone, but she is working on it. However, almost every time they interact with her, that does increase. We've got to really work on that with her. And then Nissa has a good relationship with Lila, Eddie, and she's trying to work on it with Ava. It's almost gone. So that's their relationships. Lila, let's go and take the breakfast to your brother. Grab a serving. Now you'll see this is from the SMB banking mod, and actually let's quickly pause it for a minute because I think this is a really good time to go over their finances. As I said in the beginning, Nissa has cut them off. So they have accounts, and this is from where Nissa has previously given them allowances. Now they've either used this to put into their checking account or their savings account. And as you can see, Lila's account is very, very healthy. She's very smart with her money. She saves it up. She's got a lot of money. She's used to being wealthy. However, Nissa has stopped the allowance going forward. So whatever they have in their account accounts is what they need to live off until the allowance is re-established, or when Nissa's time comes, they remain on the will and then they get whatever money she's left them. We can see that they'd be fine for a little while, but obviously we've got to bear in mind that they are used to a luxe lifestyle. Now Lila is very smart with her money. We can see that she's got quite a lot saved up and she's going to be just fine. Ava's got quite a lot saved up as well. She's got a lot saved up into her savings account and her Premier account. However, we have to keep in mind this is Ava and she absolutely loves to spend her money in the right places. She likes all those luxury salon trips, the spa trips, luxury holidays, a wardrobe to die for. So she will deplete these finances really quite rapidly, and she's probably quite desperate to re-establish it. However, her behavior isn't aligning with that because this mean streak is just really becoming a problem between making up with her siblings. I think the person that's the most worried about this is Eddie, because his account, when I checked it, is shocking. He has got just over £6,000. Now, bearing in mind this is a multi-millionaire family, it's really shocking. He's just hardly got any money at all, and obviously he cannot go to Nissa to ask for some more, and Lila now knows that he's borrowing money, so we'll see what happens with that. But Eddie owes about 50,000 simoleons to this loan shark, and I have absolutely no idea how he's going to pay that back, and I imagine he's had quite the bad night thinking about that himself. Nissa, we can see, is a multi-millionaire down here, and she is kind of the obviously the head of the family. She previously paid all of the utilities and living costs and mortgages and everything else for everyone else. Hello? Who the hell is this? Okay, that's the maid. Fine. As I was saying, she has previously completely taken care of the grandchildren financially in every way possible, and she's just realised that, you know, she wants an actual connection with Lila, Eddie and Ava, and not just a paycheck, you know. So Lila, can you take your brother a serving of the pancakes, please? Lila's gonna come up here and she's gonna bring her brother some breakfast. She's going to wake him up and see how he's doing. And let's have a quick look. How is he doing? He is really hungry. Okay, and then where is it? The thing's here. So we're going to let's put it here. And she's going to be like, Eddie, wake up. I've got you some breakfast. I think she's going to ask, how are you? Oops. How are you? And he's just feeling heartbroken.
Samba.
Mistoba.
Floima Sharnu.
She's like, Eddie, how are you?
Tabishi Dairu.
You feel like a drink.
Nah, Sikrum.
Yeah, I bet you do. Oh, she's trying to cheer him up. Sweet. Alright, let's get Eddie to pick up a serving. So Eddie's going to grab a serving. Lila's just trying to cheer him up. Oh, so Lila's done her fashion tips video, so let's call it My Top Tips for an Effortless Summer Wardrobe. I feel like they would have to have a deep conversation. Oh, smooth apology. I don't know what she's got to apologise for, but maybe she's just like, I'm so sorry that we've had such a bad relationship, and let's repair that, let's move forward together.
Torky.
She's like, from now on, let's just be there for each other. Let's get on together and, you know, move on from the past. Kind of turn over a new leaf. You know, I'm your little sister, and I wanna get on with you, and you're an important person in my life.
Flupe Pemini.
Zimze.
Ufra.
Wabarani Yutumi.
Oh, look, he's got scratches all over his legs and everything.
Jongi Jarb.
Oh, she's made a new friend. That must be Eddie. But he's still feeling quite dazed. What if we get him to have another shower and kind of get dressed for the day? I feel like he'd wear something just comfy. So let's just put him in like shorts and a t-shirt perhaps. It's quite sunny today. And maybe I feel like Eddie would still want to get on with some work because obviously he can't go into the office, but I feel like he would feel quite guilty about not being able to go in today because he's really trying to make an impression. So I think I'll get him to check his work emails, maybe just get some work chores done so that when he does go back to work on Monday, he's not completely behind. We can process some applications and perhaps scan the documents. Whoops, where have I gone? And perhaps scan some documents and just kind of get ahead of work a little bit, take his mind off things because he's a fairly new recruit and he doesn't want to let his boss down, and obviously he wasn't planning on having today off, so I feel like he would feel quite guilty about not being able to go in. But obviously there's just no way that he can go into the office looking as he does, and he's still feeling really dazed from the fight, so he does definitely need to be at home today, and I think he just wants to keep out of everyone's way. Nessa and Lila are just having a nice chat. They're watching The View and they're just getting on really well at the moment. Ava, where are you? You are still editing your video. You're almost done. So we did give Ava a little makeover, a slight makeover, as I say, because I've now got a gaming PC. I have been able to upgrade my graphics and I can improve the way the Sims look. So in a minute when she turns around, I'll show her. But I just basically gave her a more illuminated skin detail because I feel like she would really be up on her skincare. She has luxe treatments at the spa. Constant facials, her nails are always done, her hair is always beautiful, and I feel like she would just have that glow of health and luxe about her. So I updated her skin details and I'll show that in a moment. I didn't actually touch anyone else because I think the other three, Lila, Eddie and Nissa, were fine just as they are, but I just wanted to kind of upgrade Ava a little bit. So Ava is nearly done with this video, or she's done now. So let's, can we do anything else to it? No, let's upload it for fame. And if I get her to come here, I can show you what she looks like now. So this is what Ava looks like now. So I just made her skin a little bit more glowing. She's so pretty. She's got that youthful money glow about her. We are very close to the third, almost there basically to the next fame point. I think maybe let's do another video. Let's do a beauty review. I feel like she'd really get ahead of her content today. And then Lila is just on her phone, that's fine. She's probably checking it to see the outcome of the A&R interview that she went for. So if you missed it, in episode 3 she went for a really big interview with some music producers that Rico had organised for her, and she's probably still waiting on the outcome of how that went. So I imagine she's checking her emails fairly regularly just to see what happened there. Lovely. So come out, sit out here and have an iced tea. And Lila, why don't you come and join her? And let's get them to have a little talk. Let's just say I like your outfit. Whoop. Okay. Okay. Let's try that again. Say I like your outfit, Grandma. That looks nice and cool in the summer. It's such a nice day outside.
I
I feel like Lila is wearing quite a lot. Let's change her to something a little bit more summer appropriate. There we go. We've changed Lila's outfit to something a little bit more summery. For her, at least. Let's see what Eddie's up to. So Eddie is still working away on the computer. So he's nearly done here. Let's have a look at his needs. Not too bad. After this, I think we're going to give Eddie a bit of a nap. I feel like he would just need to rest. Let's get him to rest in his chair. He can just come and have a nap. Lila and Nissa are still having a nice conversation out here. Oh, Nissa, you need the bathroom. Go and use the restroom. It's so nice that they're having a conversation and then they're just getting on so much better. I guess we should get some lunch on because they haven't really eaten. Nissa, you can come and make some lunch. And let's see, let's do... You know what, there's so much to choose from, but I love food CC in my game and I will not do without it, but I'm kind of overwhelmed with what to choose because there's just so much. I kind of want something kind of light because it is quite warm. Just maybe do some stuffed peppers. I feel like that's not too heavy for a summer lunch. And Lila's just washing up. She's had some sage advice on money, so that seemed like some very good financial advice. It might just help Lila on her life journey. I imagine that's from Nissa, and she's also had some on responsibility and on family. So it looks like her and Nissa have been having a real nice talk and just bonding. Ava is still editing her video. Looks like she's editing the sound and the colours there. Eddie is off for his nap. He's done his work emails, he's scanned his documents, he's processed his customers, and he's still feeling dazed. So he's gone for his nap and he has definitely earned it. I imagine he just wants to stay out of the way of everyone today. You know, he wants to keep himself to himself and just be alone. Poor Eddie. Oh, who's at the door? Oh, Tamara's at the door. So Ava's had a friend knock on the door, and this is Tamara, and she's actually a celebrity in my game. She's a model, and Ava would know her from some of the fashion shows and stuff that she's done. So these guys are just having a nice chat. So she's got a buff from celebrity gossip. It's always fun to gossip about celebrities. They have all the fame and money and tons of drama. Now, I have taken out sentiments from the game because I was finding where I've upped my sim count in public places, I was finding it was actually still running a little bit slow because of the sentiments mod. So I've taken it out of the game for now. Maybe I'll put it back in the future, I'm not sure, but I am finding that when I take the sims out of the house to a public lot, it does just run so much better because that's not running in the background forming sentiments between all of the sims on the lots. So if your game does run slowly and you do have the sentiments mod in your game, it may be that. So we're going to let them gossip and chat and catch up, and we're going to see what Lila's doing. Lila's just dancing in her room. I love Lila. I mean, who hasn't been there? You know, who hasn't danced around in your room like no one's watching, right? And then Nissa is just reading her book, taking some quiet time away from everyone and just relaxing and reading her book. Just seems nice and peaceful. And Eddie, how's Eddie doing? He's just sitting here. You okay, Eddie? I think he's just mulling everything over in his mind and he's just thinking, how the hell am I going to pay the money that I owe? He's got 50,000 simoleons to pay back and I don't know how he's going to do it. I don't know. And I imagine that's exactly what he's thinking as well. So I think we'll leave him to his thoughts. We'll see what Ava's doing. She's still talking to her friend.
Aw, yoyum. Oh.
So let me introduce Tamara. So Tamara Emerson is a global superstar in the game. She is a very, very famous model, and you may have seen her in some of my social media ads for jewellery campaigns. And there's also a very early video on my channel that is Sentate Secret, and it's based on obviously the Victoria's Secret fashion shows, but it's based on a lingerie collection from Sentate, one of my favourite CC creators. So if you want to watch that, I will link the video down below. It looks like they're good friends. It's a solid friendship here. They're just closer from happy memories. So yeah, they're good friends. She is a bookworm, genius and perfectionist. She's a very, very smart woman. She's got a head on her shoulders and she's beautiful.
Liza,
Her and Ava
Lilith,
are really good friends.
Shay.
And
Fun
Ava
and
definitely
grubby?
has friends in high places and the right places. So that's going to help her get ahead when she
Gibbs.
becomes the stylist. And actually, maybe she can talk about being a stylist with Tamara. I feel like Ava is in her element right now, just getting to talk all things fashion.
Bon and Gravi?
Did you not see me in the latest Chanel? They
Lamina
should
Galpa
ask me to be their next
Haven.
spokesperson. Let's get her to share some fashion tips. Okay, so it's 7:30. Oh, Eddie. He's asleep in the hot tub. That's fine. You know what? We will let him relax. Nissa's just going to call everyone to eat. We're going to leave Eddie because he's asleep. I feel like Eddie wouldn't have much of an appetite right now as well, because, you know, when you've been through a trauma like that, your appetite kind of goes out the window a little bit. So we're just going to let Eddie do what he wants to do. And right now, I think he just wants to sleep. So they're just eating out here, having a nice summer dinner. So Ava, let's see if you can actually be nice to your sister. Let's see if she can discuss fashion with her sister. Let's get them a drink as well.
Sharnoof? Aw, yoyum. Klas, Yeshla. Vadish.
Oh, it's because I put it on the left side. Apparently, if you put it on the right side, they just sit there and drink it. But if you put it on the left side, they'll stand up.
Franga Gwis, Dens Doba, Tribna. Tunga Chusen. Hunga.
So Nissa's going to be like, "Hi, it's nice to meet you. You're one of Ava's friends, are you?"
Oh, sure,
Is she asking? Ask a question about technology. She's like, "So you're good at this phone stuff. Can you show me how to do this?" Because Ava is a restaurant. That's fine. Go and use it then. Lila, why don't you say hello to Tamara?
Floima Sharnoof? Aw, yoyum.
She's like, "Hi, it's nice to meet you. I'm Ava's sister, Lila." And I don't think Tamara thought very much of that. Ava's heading out to the restaurant with Tamara now, so we'll see them in the next episode. And Nissa and Lila, Nissa's just washing out the dishes, I think, from the evening. So Lila is quite tired and it's 10 o'clock, so I think I'm going to get Lila to head to bed. So Eddie's just going to get some sleep. Lila's in bed as well. Eddie's going to get some sleep. Hopefully he can sleep tonight, but he does keep kind of waking up. He's just having a rough time at the moment. So hopefully he'll sleep for the night and we'll figure out how we're going to get some money together to pay these loan sharks, because, you know, they're not going to stop chasing Eddie and we really need to figure out how we're going to pay them back. Let's leave it there for tonight and we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Hoopla. Floy my Sharnoof? Oh, yo-yo. Abby Oshiabahorn, Honro. In Kuba Koiba? Oh, yibs.
Rainy day, gray skies above. I'm walking down the street with no one to love. But then I see you standing there with your umbrella and your silver hair. You beckon me over with a smile so sweet. I can feel the warmth even though it's bleak. The raindrops fall like a rhythm divine as we dance together.